Hi everybody, it's Tatiana and I'm coming from my webcam once again because I actually kind of like this. This is my October wrap up. I had a great reading month in the month of October. I read 3 audiobooks and started 2 others, 3 graphic novels and 3 novels and then started a 4th. So that is a total of a lot of books. I'm going to do the audiobooks first because I don't want to forget what I want to say about the 3rd audiobook that I read, and the longer I wait to get to that, if I do it in order, I may forget. So, the first audiobook that I read was Incarceron by Catherine Fisher. I got this in September and actually started it in September, but I had to put it aside to focus on the other audiobook that I got, which was The Wrath of the Dawn, which I did upload a review of. And yeah, I didn't pick it back up until October. So yeah, I started maybe the first couple of chapters of this in September, but I read the bulk of this, or listened to the bulk of this, in October. Then I read Cloak and Silence by Sherilyn Kenyon, which is, I think, book 6 in her League series, which I did not know at the start of reading it or when I got it, because I'm just trying to read these in order, and I've done all of these on audiobooks so far, and I'm enjoying them. But I did not know that this was a gay love story. So if that is something that you are interested in, pick this up. This is adult. It's not for teenagers, it's adult. So keep that in mind when you are listening to it, because it has adult themes, many of them. The 3rd audiobook that I read was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and that was done as a crafting circle with Nicole over at Nicole's Adventures in SFF. I will link either her channel or the playlist that she has for her crafting circles in the description box below. I am thoroughly enjoying this whole experience with Nicole as far as these crafting circles go. It's just really fun to have another avenue of listening to books, and then doing one of the things that I love to do is crochet, and being able to crochet. She's coloring, and a couple of the other people who are watching are coloring or doing other crafts as well, and it's just really fun to have all of that going on at the same time with some people in the booktube and YouTube community at one time, and I'm loving it. So if you are interested in checking that out, check in the description box below for the link to either her channel or the playlist. I will say this was my first time reading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and if you are going to read it, put everything that you ever thought about Frankenstein based on any movie that you've ever seen, any visual interpretation that you've ever seen, to the side, because the book ain't like that. It's just not. There are many things that are different in the novel, but some of the things that just stood out glaringly so, I can't even tell you about because it would be spoilery, and I don't want to decline you or deny you the opportunity to experience that change in perception versus what actually is. I want you to be able to experience that just like I did. So yeah, if you're interested in that, check it out. Well, I will say Frankenstein is an amazing douche, and just the theme about it being science for science's sake may not necessarily be a good thing, and when you make shit, just don't drop it off somewhere and not think about it, because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass eventually. So yeah, that's what I have to say on that. Okay, so I almost forgot. In telling you all about the crafting circle, I told Dee Dee over at Frenchie D that I would show the scarves that I made during Nicole's crafting circle in my October wrap up. So just a little additional information about that. Each year my church, as well as some of the other churches in my city, have a homeless initiative called Caritas, which is an acronym for Congregations Around Richmond Involved to Assure Shelter. I think the TAS has changed over the last couple of years, but that's how I remember it being called. So that's what I'm going to say that it is. What we do is we house 35 to 40 homeless men, typically, for a week. And my ministry that I created at my church does scarves, and we hand those scarves out on the last day of the week so that they have something to take with them as they go about their journey, to let them know we give a kitty. So this year we're actually housing women, and which made the Afghan group that I have extremely excited, because we get to play more with colors than we do with the men. So I made a total of 7 scarves, but during the crafting circle, I started and finished this scarf, which is a just basic variegated skein. It's actually a couple of skeins. Sorry, that's like the best that I can do to show you what it looks like. And then I did this one, which is a little shorter, but it has a slit in it so that the scarf can be pulled through. And I'm not going to put these on to demonstrate how they would look because I wore perfume today. And I don't want that to get into the scarf. So this one is a little shorter, and this is turquoise. And I started and finished this one, which is about the same length of the variegated skein, and I cannot get this little funky curl out of it, so that's just going to be part of the personality of the scarf. So those are the 3 that I finished during the crafting circles for with Frankenstein, with Nicole. And then the other ones that I created, this is a infinity scarf that they can fold down however they want, and it's a different kind of yarn, but it's a little thicker. And these are just simple scarves, and they're not, necessarily something that's so detailed. It's just a simple scarf like I would make for myself. Wait, how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. 6. So I did 6, not 7. And I don't even know if you can really tell because I'm sitting in a different position and the lighting is off, but this one is pink and yellow. And sometimes we will do tassels. I am over the tassel, so no tassels were done this year. This year, like I said, we're hosting women instead of men, and we are, from what we have come to understand, for right now, we will have 32 women who will be with us during the week. I think it's supposed to be less women who stay versus men. I don't know, but they said 32. So we have some other projects that, if we have any leftover scarves, that we're going to give those to as well, that all also come out of our church mission projects. Okay, let me get this together. Wait, stop looking because it's backwards. Okay. So yeah, if we have additional scarves, which we probably will, because we prepped thinking we were going to have 40. So the members have made, and we probably do have over 40 scarves at this point, because some people made additional if they finished their count earlier than anticipated. So yeah, that is that for that. And back to the rest of the wrap up. On to the books that I read. I am going, okay. I read The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson, which I picked up last year when it first came out. And I do have Invasion of the Tearling. I will be picking that up soon. I really enjoyed this story. I have a review of it that I have not uploaded yet. I don't even know if I've edited it yet. Same thing with Incarceron. I have a review of it. I just haven't uploaded it yet. This month has been busy, and it's not slowing down as we approach the end of the year. Don't know what I'm going to do with my sanity. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed this. Review is coming. Next, I read Dark Ghost by Christine Feehan. This is the 20-something, maybe 26th, 27th book in her Carpathian Hunter series. I did not enjoy this as much as I have enjoyed some of the other ones. It struck no chords with me. I did not care for the main character or his girlfriend. And one of the things about this series, I think I've said it before, is you always know what's going to happen. It follows the exact same plot direction as the other ones. What makes it interesting and makes you want to keep reading the stories are the characters. And I didn't enjoy these characters as much as I have enjoyed some of the other ones. So yeah, I don't know if I would suggest it. If you're as invested in this series as I am, then you're going to want to read it anyway. So I don't have to suggest it to you. You already know what's up, but it was okay. We also had the Dewey 24-hour readathon, which this was my first time participating in, and I will link the wrap-up that I had for that video, which I discussed my experience with that a little bit more in detail, linked on this video, either over here, or down there somewhere. There's a link. Look for it. But I started Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler before the Dewey 24-hour readathon, and really, again, thanks to Nicole and her live stream reading sprints, I finished this during the 24-hour readathon. Thoroughly enjoyed. I just can't say enough how much I enjoyed this novel. I have not done a review of it yet because I'm struggling with how to review this and not spoil it. So once I figure that out, I will probably have some serious notes. Once I figure that out, you'll see a review. And also during the readathon, I read and finished up season 8 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer by reading volumes 6, which was Retreat, 7, Twilight, and 8, Last Gleaming. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Enjoyed 8 more than I think the other 2, simply because this was really returning back to basics, and we're heading home to what the essence of Buffy really is. There was a moment that I became extremely pissed. Troy said he cried. I was pissed. Exceptionally pissed. And if you've read it, you know. If you haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I was really pissed. I had a lot of curse words. Joss Whedon was shit in my book for about 20 minutes, and it was 20 valuable minutes because this was during the readathon. But anyway, I will be reading and getting season 9. I enjoyed this much more. Not much more, but I enjoyed this one more than the other 2, but I enjoyed all 3. That is all that I read for the month of October, which is a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. 9 books. And I also started another book, which I'm going to finish in the month of November, and that is Guilty Pleasures by Laurel K. Hamilton. I am just under halfway through with this. I picked it up and then I had a road trip and I started reading Cloak and Silence. That's the only reason why I didn't finish this. I didn't have time to finish it while I was out of town. But yeah, I started this and I will be finishing it this month. So this is part of my November TBR. I also picked up The Birthing House by Christopher Ransom, I think is his name, and I'm not really enjoying that. I think I may have read 2 or 3 chapters. Maybe. It may just be 2. I don't know if I'm going to finish that or not right now. Other things are taking precedent because I have other books from the library that I want to read. I'm also rereading currently The Good House by Tananarive Due, and I'm rereading this as an audiobook, which I am thoroughly enjoying. And it's been so long since I read this. I read this in 2003, I believe, and I did not reread all of it. I reread parts of it, but not the entire novel. So I'm really enjoying the reread of this novel. And then everything else that I have on my TBR list for November are library books. One being Fates and Furies by Lauren Goff, which I'm so happy that I got. I was not expecting to get it when I did. I also have a Margaret Atwood, I think Orcs and Crake by Margaret Atwood that I got from the library. I have not picked that up yet, as well as Some Sing, Some Cry by Ntozake Shange. Is that how you say her name? If not, I'm sorry. And somebody else, and Ifa Bayesa. And then I also have Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I haven't started that yet. So all of the books that are on my TBR for November are library books, and then whatever else I pick up and finish as the month goes on is gravy. So yeah, that's all that I have for today. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. And I hope you all have a good weekend, whenever you see this video. Thanks for watching and peace out. Yeah, I'm not doing this no more because this whole situation, and to see and know that this shit ain't in it, and I feel like I'm just like right here. No, right here. If I was sitting like this, it would be perfect. Fuck.